All right, so before I get started, I had put together an unboxing video, but I was so excited in recording. I had everything prepared, but I forgot to turn the microphone on. So there's no unboxing video. So instead, we're just going to go over the specs and my first impressions on this guitar and why I really wanted this guitar when it was announced at NAMM April 2023 when they were releasing this model in this color, which is candy apple red satin. So for the specs, of course, before I even get started with anything, I know the first question a lot of people are going to ask is where is it made? And I'll let you guys know that for the price, it's actually made in Korea. So I wasn't sure. I had gone on forums. Some people said they're Indonesian made. Some people were saying that they're Korean made. But I'm going to pleasantly say that I took the chance, and yes, they are made in Korea, which makes me very happy for the price. Now, the only thing is it didn't come with a case, but at the price point, the fact that it's being made in Korea, I really like that. I can get my own case. I kind of wish that they made a molded, like an SKB case, like Jackson's do, but unfortunately, for some reason, they don't. But most of my Jacksons have SKB cases, but that's okay. So right away, the color is striking. Like when I found out that it was going to be a satin red, I was really excited. Red's my favorite color. And I was like, yeah, and a satin finish. I love satin finishes now over the gloss. Just especially for like, I usually wear like these kind of wristbands because of the rubbing on the gloss. And I found with the satin, it goes so much. It feels nicer on your skin. I probably won't even need to wear them as much, but it still looks cooler. But anyway, so right away the color is striking. Even back of the neck is painted, and it's the satin finish. Fishman Fluence is now. I've never had Fishmans before. I've never played with Fishmans. I've heard some really great things about them. For metal stuff and active pickups, I usually like Seymour Duncan Blackouts, and I've been told that this is probably going to be a bit of a step up. So I'm really curious. I haven't plugged it in yet and played it. Unfortunately, I'm dealing with I burnt my hand the other day and burnt the undersides of my fingers, so it's kind of hard to play. So unfortunately, I haven't really played much. I haven't played it through an amp yet. So I'm just giving my first impressions without even playing it. Next video, I will have sound clips and everything, but this video is just going to be for my first impressions, just right off the bat. Another new thing for me, I like the Floyd Rose 1000s. I do. I have some USA Jacksons that have the originals. I think they're actually Korean made instead of German made Floyds. And I really like them. For a lot of my guitars I've had them, not my non-USA guitars. And stainless steel parts. I think it's really smart in that for longevity, and that they won't wear out as fast. Stainless steel frets, that's something I've never had on a guitar before, and for this price point I think that's really great. Guitar won't wear out. I've got an old Ibanez Prestige that I really love, but it needs a refretting probably. It's kind of worn out, and it's 15 years old, but a guitar like this, it's not going to wear out like that. So but yeah, I don't know too much more about the specs. Compound radius. So me being a Jackson guy, I usually only play Jacksons. I really prefer the necks on them, and they have that compound radius from 12 to 16, and this has almost the same compound radius, which really intrigued me for what I played. I have had a few LTDs in the past. I had the EC1000 FR, the EC1000, and I also had the actual ESP KH2 made in Japan. And my KH2, I really like that guitar. I actually played in a Metallica tribute band, and I used it for that. And when I was done my time with the Metallica tribute, I ended up selling that guitar and actually made a profit from what I originally paid for it. So I didn't really lose in that, but I really liked that guitar. And this is pretty much the same thing. But this is Korean made, and yeah, 3-way switch. volume tone. It's got the push pull I already noticed on here. It's got the ebony fretboard, but it's not like completely black. It's got a little bit, this one's got a little bit of a brown streak in there. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that in there. Probably not. Well, you can kind of see it there. A little bit more of the upper fretboard. So I'm losing my breath because I'm so excited about this guitar. So I'm usually a Jackson guy. It's like this was my dream guitar. Like I wanted this guitar for like 25 years since I was like a teen. I wanted the USA Randy Rhoads RR1. And I finally have it, and this has been my baby, my number one. But of course, you know, with the long horn in the V, it's banged up pretty good. I've got a white one of these as well, that is mint, and I'm trying to keep that one mint. This one's been kind of like my main metal guitar, as well as a Kelly. I've got a USA Kelly as well, and I love Jacksons, but for soloists, there was nothing in the right price point. They actually had a wild card, a blue one. If I find the picture, I'll put it up, that I was considering, but it was blue, and I'm not a big fan of blue. And the price point, I think, was like 2,800 Canadian. And I was like, oh, and it was Korean made. Like that was like pretty much going to be the same quality as this. And this being, you know, like, and that was like 3 years ago, I think, 2-3 years ago, beginning of the pandemic anyway. And I was kind of like, do I ever want to spend that kind of money at the time? I was using Indonesian-made Jacksons for going on tour, playing live and stuff. And the odd time I'd bring out my USAs. But I wanted something like this to be a workhorse. It's not going to wear out. That's why the stainless steel I was really, really interested in. And anyway, so that's it. That's my LTD M-1000. So here we go. Beautiful guitar. And I love the reverse headstock. I think it's gorgeous. This guitar is just beautiful. And just my first impressions. Needs a little bit of a setup, but not much. I don't like my action super low. And it's pretty decent to start with. I'm going to check the intonation, although it looks pretty decent, and get some sound samples soon. But anyway, so yeah, there you go. I'll have videos up soon. I've got a kind of a cover planned already. I got the drums and the bass already recorded, and then once I'm healed up and ready to shred, I will have that up on YouTube soon. So otherwise, have a great one. Shred on. Take care.